Now you can.
This is Underground's most hated, Erik Leviathan, with Superfly Johnny Lee right next to me.
That's hello. Right.
Yeah. Tonight is a very, very special night because we got some clearing the air to do. You know what I mean? I got a nice story for y'all. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
Did you know doxing people is illegal?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I have heard about that.
Yeah, you know that shit's illegal. Sometimes you got to know what you're doing before you do it, and then you got to really know who you're fucking with before you do it to them. A little background on me, I did some time in prison, and I sued the Arizona Department of Corrections by myself, and I won. So, you know, I got a story to tell you, brother. You've seen it. I was recently doxxed online.
Yep.
And a lot of my personal information was put out there. And these people are claiming that I'm stalking them, and I've been stalking them for 5 years. That's bullshit. Let me tell you what's really going on.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, my wife just got a nice check settlement, right? And I was looking to put on a festival with some bands that were on my roster, but I couldn't find anywhere in Lexington to do this festival. So this company that I worked with at the time, I can't say their name because police reports have been filed and lawsuits are in the process of being filed as well. They reached out to me and they said, well, why don't we put it on here? And I said, all right, cool. We're going to do that. We'll fund the festival, and you put on bands from my roster, and you can put on some bands from your roster, and both of our logos go on it. But at the end of the day, every band from my roster that I wanted to put on there, they shot down. They didn't want to put my logo there. It was basically they just wanted our money.
Yeah.
So my wife said, nah, this isn't happening. You know what I mean? Like, she withdrew her funding. And, you know, because they were trying to fuck us over, I will be a man and I will admit that I said, you know what, fuck you, you're not fucking me over. I'm going to get on that bus and I'm going to come to your festival and I'm going to fuck you up. I said that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago, homie. 5 years ago. I want to stress that.
2020.
Yes, 2020. Did I get on a bus and did I go fuck them up? Nah, it wasn't worth it. Did I want to? Yeah, but I live in society now, and getting on a bus to go beat someone's ass is illegal.
Exactly.
So now I got to play by the rules that are in society, which means if you break the law, you get punished, meaning you broke the law, motherfucker. You doxed the wrong dude, or whatever you want to call me. But what's between my legs ain't none of your business, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so long story short, I haven't thought about these motherfuckers in years. Like, I send out promos and they may still be on my mailing list or whatever,
yeah.
But I haven't said shit about these people in years. And then I come out with an album that gets more exposure than they could ever get any of the bands that they represent. Been put in fucking Loudwire, Metal Injection, Metal Sucks, like every borderline mainstream media outlet there is. And these bitches sent the Secret Service to my house. They tried to get my kid taken from me. They They talk shit about my mom who disappeared in 2002 while I was in prison. And recently we found out that she died. She was assaulted and killed in California. And none of my family could find her. She was on a missing persons thing when we found her. So I went online trying to find out what happened to my mom, and they decided to talk shit about my mom too. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, this is what I'm doing right now isn't retaliation, it's self-defense. All right? These people came at me, they spread some lies about me. They act like I'm stalking them, like I give two fucks about what they got to do or what they're doing or what they ain't doing. While I'm busy over here just doing me, succeeding,
exactly.
doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So, like, again, at the end of the day, doxing people is illegal, and you about to find out how illegal that shit is. And then I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to take your fucking company from you, motherfucker. You know who you are.
Exactly.
That's all I got to say.
Plus, they sent the Secret Service after you. Apparently, they think that you were threatening someone when you wasn't.
The name of the album, Make Assassinations Great Again, has every politician in the cover, all right? And number one, the leading song, wasn't telling nobody to kill anybody. It was written.
Exactly.
It was written from a perspective of two men who already tried to kill that motherfucker, and they failed. So I wrote the song in a basic manner of like, what were they thinking, what they may have been thinking, and then I put it out. You know what I mean? I did that because, number one, I do shock extreme metal.
Yeah.
How the fuck can I shock anybody nowadays when everything's already been done, except for to take this dude's slogan and turn it into something that's just like, whoa, what the fuck did he just say? And it worked, bro. It worked. I pissed a bunch of people off too. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I didn't do anything wrong. It's freedom of speech. I'm not telling nobody to hurt anybody. Everybody just needs to shut the fuck up. Really.
Exactly.
Just shut the fuck up. It's entertainment, not a dick. Don't take it so fucking hard.
Plus, freedom of speech. That's a big key word, too.
Yeah.
And the Secret Service told you that you wasn't doing anything wrong.
Exactly. When they came to my house, they were really... I hate being on the side or saying anything good about the government, but these dudes, they came to my house and they said, if you answer my questions, you're not leaving here with us. They were actually really fucking cool. I let them in my house. We talked. There's video up on there about it. We had to turn it off because they asked me to turn it off and not reveal some of the questions that they were asking because they don't want the real bad people to hear how their mind works. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they just asked me to please put disclaimers up on my posts about the music so nobody that is mentally ill thinks that I'm trying to send them subliminal messages to go do something. I mean, if I did something wrong, I would be in jail right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, they would have told you that you were doing something wrong if you were.
Yeah.
But here's the key word. Freedom of speech. They realized that you wasn't because they looked at your stuff. They understood what it was. They knew that you're an artist. And they left it at that.
Yeah, so, like, at the end of the day, everybody jumping on this haters bandwagon, all you fucking basement dwellers that don't even fucking know me. You don't even know why you hate me. You hate me because some fucking idiot told you to. Like, if you had if you had a conversation with me, I'm pretty sure that we would probably get along. And, you know, and if not, oh well. If you're offended by the album, fuck you. I didn't make it for you. I made it for other people that do like it. And trust me, there's 1,000 or more people listening to my shit right now. And there's a bunch of people buying records right now. All you did by sending the Secret Service to my house is help me sell some records and save some money on some fucking promotion.
I mean, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Your haters are your biggest fans.
They are, man. And there's a cool song that I wrote too called "Smoke and Mirrors," the 187 remix. It's a rap song, so you know I'm not a rapper, but I felt the need to go ahead and write that. So if you want to hear some crazy funny shit about the main hater, go to YouTube and check that out. But
Misanthropic Torment, that's the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. But at the end of the day, man, there ain't no need for all this fucking fake book, fake fuck, whatever the fuck it's called, drama. I could do the rest of my life without all the fucking bullshit, really. And one more thing about this hater, though. Here's the kicker. After I told this motherfucker that I was going to get on a bus and go beat his fucking ass because I was pissed off. I was real pissed because he was trying to fuck me and my wife out of some money. Anybody would be pissed off about that. After the fact, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and make peace with this motherfucker. Not once, but twice. Maybe 3 times throughout the years, I've tried to piece shit up and apologize to this motherfucker. Even though he was wrong, I figured I would fucking take that bullet and be like, you know what? We need peace. There's too much bullshit going on. We need peace because you run your shit, I run my shit, and we both help the metal community. Exactly. This motherfucker wasn't having it. This motherfucker decides to come out every single time I release something and run my name through the fucking mud. And I'll tell you what, if I was the same dude I was back in the day, things would be different. But I live in society, and I'm trying to be a productive citizen, and I just don't want to go that route. So I had to talk to the police, and I had to file some charges, and they're going to be hearing about that real soon. And then we're going to move on to the civil case, the lawsuit, and I'm going to take his company. I'm going to show him. I sued the Arizona Department of Corrections by myself, and I fucking won. You think I'm dumb because when you were working with me, I was stoned all the time. You ain't seen me sober, homie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
apparently they think because you were high, that meant that you wasn't smart. But what they don't understand is that just because you're high doesn't mean that your brain cells suddenly lose their smartness.
Nah, it just means at the time I was stupid because I was stoned. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But you were still piecing together what they were doing.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not a bad dude, bro. The people get a personality from me that I have online, and don't get it twisted. The things that I talk about in my music and everything, I do believe in what I put forth. Exactly. But also because I do shock value type shit, some of the persona that I give online is from a character that's created for what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where people don't understand. Like, I'm really not that crazy motherfucker.
Exactly.
I can be, but I don't want to be. You know?
Exactly. And they got to understand, doxing is a crime. When you dox someone, you're liable to go to jail because you're going and finding someone's personal information.
Oh, yeah.
You're putting it out there. Not just that, but you're also going and false claiming to the police themselves. And Secret Service could have arrested the person that came to them and did all that.
Yeah, well, see, and here's the thing. They are going to go to jail. I'm going to make sure of that. And then I'm going to sue them. I'm going to take their company. Or even if I can't take their company, they're going to know that they fucked with the wrong person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And this could have been over if they just let it drop down.
Bro, it could have been over.
It was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it could have been over. Like, I asked for peace, homie, and I got somebody seeking war. I'm not a bitch.
They chose to do an imaginary war because they can't let it go. They're mad. They're angry because they tried to con you and your wife, and it backfired on them.
And I also told them when I left their company, because I did work with their company. When I left their company, I told them I'm going to show everybody what to do so we don't have to use you no more. Exactly. So I did that, though. Every band that I work with, I don't charge them for the free shit like these people do. These people charge them for free shit that they can get done on their own. So what I do is I take a band that has no direction, and I give them direction. I coach them, and I teach them what they need to do. And if they got time, they can do it. If they don't have time, they can pay me to do it. But they're going to pay me for shit that other people can't get done. They're going to pay me for shit that is actually going to help their career evolve to the next level. Not getting put in some fucking web zines that it takes less than 5 minutes to get somebody put in for free. I do that for free. Exactly. So they're mad because I'm showing people what to do. They're mad because I told them I can do this without you, and then I did. Yep. I did do it. And they can't wrap their head around how some ex-convict, stoner ex-convict, who didn't even know how to use a goddamn fucking computer, turned around and figured out how to get put in Loudwire.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, hey, you're getting noticed.
Hey, it's called determination, and it's called drive, motherfucker.
It's like what we do.
Hold up.
We got noticed.
Amanda just said she don't see the podcast anywhere.
Oh, she don't?
Hold on.
It's on Facebook.
Resume.
Tell her to check Facebook. What's up, Snake Williams?
Hold up.
But yeah.
What the fuck just happened here?
Yeah, it does that. Instagram could be weird, I tell you. But it is on Facebook because I can see it. And it's on YouTube as well.
Let me get to her real quick.
But I will say...
It's on Facebook, honey.
Yep. I will say, though, that the man not letting it go kind of shows everything that you need to know about him.
Yeah, you know,
him and the person that works with him. Like, they can't let go. It's been 5 years, 2020, and they're still talking about, they're still doing things to you. They're still stalking you. They're still doxing you. They're still policing you. They can't let go because they need that. That's the only way they stay relevant. It's by doing the stuff that they're doing. Because they can't stay relevant any other way.
I mean, they got their little shit going on, and I'll tell you, like, their festival wouldn't have been a thing if it wasn't for me, because, you know, for years, cause I worked with them for a couple years, and I was like, you know, we should do a festival, we should do this, because I'm a go-getter, motherfucker. Like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. I threw a festival out in Olive Hill, fucking Kentucky, in the middle of nowhere. You know, it cost me like $7,000 to do that.
Yep.
But you know, and he's like, you know, people been telling me I need to do this, and then finally when it came down to do it, he never booked shows. Whenever I would talk to him, I'd say, hey, what about this? Can you book this? Because I'd hire him to help me with some of my bands. And he's like, booking shows is a whole nother animal. I taught this motherfucker, bro. If it wasn't for me, that festival going on in Tennessee wouldn't be a fucking thing.
Exactly.
It started because of me, and it started because of my wife's funding, homie.
Exactly.
And like, he can do things. I'm not saying he can't, but he can't do what I can do. I work with fucking Erik Records, bro. I work with legitimate labels. I work with their digital distribution department. I got to make that clear. But like, this dude can't even hold a fucking flame up to me. And here's what really probably bites them in the ass or eats them up. I'm nobody.
Yep.
I was fresh out of prison when I started. These motherfuckers have been out here for years. They've had their whole lives to get their shit together. I came out not knowing a goddamn thing about what I was doing, but I decided this is what I wanted to do, because ever since I was yay high, I just wanted to be in music. And now these bitches are trying to take it from me because I'm doing something better than what they've ever fucking done.
Exactly. I mean, that just shows how they can't let something go. You're successful because you do it yourself.
Exactly.
You don't need no one.
I don't need anybody, bro.
Exactly.
The only people I need are the fans, homie. The people who like what I do. Fuck Facebook and fuck all that.
Exactly.
You come to my website, you listen to my music, you know where I'm at.
And it's inside your record label's name, Self-Made Records.
Self-Made Records, yes, sir. You
Exactly.
know? Like, at the end of the day, here's what I would like to achieve. If homeboy fucking said peace, I would say peace. And I would drop the fucking charges. I would drop the lawsuit and everything. Because all I want is peace. There's not a fucking price on peace of mind, homie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you inserted yourself into my life and made yourself prevalent. So you awoke in something that ain't gonna rest until I fucking destroy you and your whole company. You know?
That's
but
right.
Again, if you say you want peace, I'll be peaceful, because I ain't said shit about you. In over 5 fucking years, I haven't come at you with anything other than trying to make peace. But I'm stalking you? You got life fucked up, homie.
That is fucked up, because it's been 5 years. Let it go.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like it's hanging over their head so bad that they can't let it go at all.
Like, these motherfuckers are obsessed, bro. They're so fucking obsessed.
Yep.
And I don't get it, because I'm not that special.
Exactly.
I'm really not.
But to them, you're as special as they come, because they can't let you go. They can't ignore that you went from being a self-made guy to getting where you are now, because you do it yourself. They're mad about that.
I'm not even very far, homie. I don't even play shows.
Exactly.
I just make music. I sell some records. And I'll tell you, this album sold more records than any other album that I've made. And it's because, well, number one, the name of it. Number two, I had a dude who was really good with his music working with me on this album. And then motherfucker sent the Secret Service to my house. Do you have any idea how many albums I sold the day after the Secret Service left my house?
Gotta be a lot.
Yeah, brother. I've sold over 500 records since they left. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are you really doing to me other than talking shit and trying to make me look like I'm crazy?
Like they gave you free publicity with that too.
Oh yeah, it's up on Facebook. I went live.
Yeah.
When they came to my house. It's on TikTok. Dude, I'm everywhere.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, like I said, man,
It's gotta be about peace.
peace, man, peace. Peace is what I want. That's
Yeah.
all I want. But again, I ain't no bitch. So if you come at me, I'm gonna act accordingly, man. You know, you may not like my album because you think it means something it doesn't. All you got to do is read some shit. Learn how to read. If you can't read, go back to school. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I don't know, man. I don't really think that there's any more of this horse I can fucking beat.
Exactly. I mean, it's got to be about peace because there's way too much going on inside the world for it to be all about hating and disinsensitized. I think people need to understand peace of mind is more important than warring. But
Well,
again, they only care about hate.
And that's the thing, brother. Like, at the end of the day, you got both sides of the government. I don't give a fuck if it's left, right, fucking in between. They're spreading hate, fear mongering. The left ones, one of them wants you to think one of them's gonna come kick your fucking door open and drag you off to a concentration camp. The other one fucking just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you've got all this fucking hate already dividing us as people. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care who you voted for, because we're all lied to, not just by one side, by both sides. All sides lie. So that's what the album is, man. It's supposed to invoke that anger in you to show you how fucked up our world really is, that two men decided that they wanted to try and kill somebody. When you want to kill somebody, that takes a lot, homie. That takes you down a dark fucking path.
Oh, it does.
So
because think about it, when you kill someone, that can take you to a place that you never thought that you were going to mentally.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've never mind. Anyway, I know the mentality, and I know what transpires to a person's mind after they see the lights go out in somebody else's eyes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So again, you already have the government dividing us and putting fear into everybody and putting chaos out there. Both sides, not just one side. I'm saying both sides. At the end of the day, what I would like everybody to understand is my problem is not with the people. My problem is with the people lying to you, because that's what's causing you and I to fight. That's what's causing everybody else to be at each other's throats because of lies and propaganda. You know, and you don't have to like what I'm saying, but at least think about it. Step outside yourself and really think when the last time someone in that fucking office told you the truth.
Exactly. A lot of people don't understand that they're being brainwashed from both sides.
They don't even fucking care about us, bro.
Exactly.
Like you got motherfuckers out there that are going to prison for specific political figures and dying or putting their lives on the line for people that don't even know that they exist.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's one of the biggest problems with the world right now, is that people are letting themselves be brainwashed. They don't want to live with the truth. They want to live in ignorant bliss.
What's so blissful about this ignorance, homie?
Exactly.
I don't see any bliss about being ignorant right now.
But to them, it's the most happiest thing that they could live with, because they don't want to open up this right here, the eyes and their ears, so that they can pay attention to how they're being brainwashed. Because all it takes is the government to have on TV right there, have the news tell you what you should be thinking and how you should be feeling. That's all it takes. Because there's people that's being divided because of that, the media.
Like, at the end of the day, man, regardless of your faith, your sexual orientation, your belief system, period, like, we are all human beings, man.
Exactly.
And unless you're a piece of shit running around hurting people, like, you got a right to exist without fear. You got a right to be who you are without fear. And it just seems to me, from everything that I see, both sides of every government are propagating fear to keep the people wondering what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to go on. And you got one side that is just fucking full of hateful fucking people, and you got the other side that's full of hateful fucking people. But one side is making it okay for people to be fucking bigots and racist pieces of shit. You got one motherfucker throwing up the fucking Hitler symbol saying that, oh, he's autistic, it's okay. Nah, that shit ain't okay. Exactly. This motherfucker went on live TV at the inauguration and fucking did the Heil Hitler. Like, what? Are you fucking for real? Now you've got every racist piece of shit motherfucker in America thinking that it's going to be okay to run around and fucking start lynching people. That's the wrong fucking example to set. And I'm only calling this out because they're the ones in power right now. And you're supposed to be a fucking example for people on how the way they're supposed to fucking behave. That is not a good fucking example. You don't tell people it's okay to be a racist piece of shit.
It's never okay to be a racist piece of shit. Or to call back to Hitler, which was one of the most evilest people that there was. And yet he did that at the inauguration. But of course, oh, he's autistic. You gotta overlook it. How does someone doing that be autistic? Because I've never seen an autistic.
My daughter's autistic, bro, and she's the most loving human being I've ever met. But that's because she's my daughter. But you know, she's innocent.
Exactly.
I don't foresee her.
My cousin has autism. I've never seen them do what he did. I've never seen them take their hand like that and be throwing it out there.
Yeah, nah.
What he did was on purpose. He knew that it would get people talking, and that's why he did it. Because he is known to be a troller, a shit poster, a keyboard warrior, after you will. He had a spotlight to do it, so he did it, just so people could be talking about it. And there's no telling what else the motherfucker's thinking either.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that happen, I was pissed. But then I thought to myself, as somebody who is a marketing person, that's fucking great marketing. He's got the whole fucking world talking about him right now. But, again, bad fucking example.
Yep.
Bad fucking example. I don't care if it's what he meant to do, but the imagery that he put out there is basically it's okay for the KKK and the fucking neo-Nazis and everybody else to come out of the woodwork and start abusing people.
Exactly.
That's not cool, man.
And you know, the problem with these neo-Nazis that they think that they're something, and so does the KKK, but all they are racist piece of shits. Like, all they could do is bunch up on a bunch of numbers.
And you know what? I've been in prison with neo-Nazi motherfuckers, and I'll tell you get one of them one-on-one, they're scary punk bitches.
Yep.
But if they'll come at you with 5 or 6 or more and stomp your ass, but one-on-one, they won't even fucking fight half the time. Exactly. And if they do fight, they get their ass whooped because they don't know how to fight with more than one person. Now watch, I'm going to be met by a bunch of fucking neo-Nazis when I leave.
Hey, if they take offense to what you're saying, it means that you're telling the truth. Because it's true. They need a bunch of neo-Nazis with them just to have any kind of advantage. Same thing with KKK. You catch a KKK by himself, you know what? He's going to be a pussy. You catch him with 5 people, they're going to try to stomp your ass.
I got a serious question for people that might be watching here. Why is it that people feel the need to fucking hate over skin color? Over something that is not even a person's, I wouldn't say fault, but nobody gets to choose what color skin they are when they come out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you hating motherfuckers for something that isn't even a part of their characteristic? It's who they are. It's what they are.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
It's a bunch of bullshit is what it is, because really, it's the people that's been born, they've been bred to hate. Because the people that bred them instilled them to hate. So when the person's born, they're told, you gotta hate this skin color. You gotta hate them with all your passion. And then that person instills that same hate into their children. And then their children continues the tradition.
It must take a lot of energy to hate, bro.
It does.
People, by listening to my music, you would think that I'm a hateful human being, but I'm really not. I'm kind of just chillax at home. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And I think about sometimes when I get angry, because I get really angry.
Yeah.
That shit takes a lot of energy.
Oh, it does.
I couldn't imagine living my life every day, all day, hating somebody.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Like, whenever you hate and you feel anger and you feel rage, that's a lot of energy being used. But when you're relaxed and all that, you're not using up a lot of energy. And yet, they live their life every day from the time that they wake up to the time they go to bed. Hatred. As soon as they wake up, hatred. As soon as they eat breakfast, hatred. They don't care because it's taking all their energy just to hate. That's all that they know.
I don't get it, bro. I
Me
mean,
either.
I understand waking up angry when you're in prison because you're in prison.
Yeah.
And I understand being angry about specific situations.
Yeah.
But I've never hated a human being because of who they were, unless they were a pedophile.
Exactly.
I hate them motherfuckers. If I see a pedophile and I know they're a pedophile, it is my obligation to stomp their fucking face
That's
in.
right.
But I don't want to see them because I know what I'll do. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? But
Exactly. And it takes a lot of energy just to hate.
yeah,
Because that's all you're doing is, I feel like the KKK and neo-Nazis, all they know is hatred. And they're not willing to let that hatred go. They're not willing to try and be good people.
well, if you want to have hatred, which there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with having hatred, it's just where you aim the hate.
Yeah.
And it's also letting that hatred consume you. Because I do have some hatred.
Yeah.
But I like to discern where I put that hatred.
Yeah.
And you got to aim that hatred at the right motherfucker, bro. Aim that hatred at the ones that are fucking you.
Yeah.
Aim that hatred at the ones that are lying to you. Aim that hatred at somebody who has done you wrong. And then deal with it accordingly, however you see fit. But just to hate somebody because of the way that they're born, who they are, their skin color, I don't see those as justifiable reasons to hate
Exactly.
people. Because these are all characteristics that, and cultures, bro, and cultures of people. There are many different cultures, and there are beautiful cultures. Just because these people don't understand another person's culture, instead of hating it, how about you have a conversation with somebody
Exactly.
and talk about it? You know what I mean?
Here's a recent example. Kendrick Lamar during the halftime show. Everybody that was, I hate to say it, white, were hating on the entire halftime show just because they, in their words, could not understand the thing he was saying. Yet I sat there and I watched that halftime show and I could understand everything that he was saying.
I heard the song. I like the song.
Me too.
Honestly, I'll be honest. Like, I've listened to a lot of rap music, and I like a lot of old school stuff.
Yep.
I never knew who Kendrick Lamar was. I just knew his name. But after my wife put that on, I was like, I can listen to this. I like this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I like metal. I like a little bit of everything. I had somebody call me the other day, and they're like, I didn't know you did a rap song. I'm like, yeah, I like everything, bro.
Exactly.
You know?
And Kendrick called out Drake for being a pedophile.
Exactly.
Like, that's my favorite thing because he didn't just say A minor. He had the entire stadium sing at the same time, A minor. And you know what? Drake was so mad. Instead of going after Kendrick, he went after Serena Williams for doing the crip walk. Because Drake is what we call a passive aggressive hater. He won't hate you directly to your face or call out your name. He'll switch from you to anyone that's been to collab with you. He posted her old manager and him together.
That's some bitch shit. If I got a problem with you, I'm coming to you. I'm telling you, I got a fucking problem with you.
And imagine this beef that they've been having, Drake and him, Kendrick, it's been going on since 2015 and even longer.
Damn.
Because Drake's a bitch. And Kendrick's been calling him out every now and then. And Drake's been taking these subtle shots that nobody's willing to admit Drake was taking. That's what Kendrick started getting mad about. And then Drake had the audacity to go do a music video in Compton, where Kendrick's from. and at the same time take a shot at Kendrick. Kendrick's been letting them know this motherfucker's a bitch. He ain't no real gangster. He's just running his mouth. And Drake did everything he can to try to squash the beef by doing passive aggressive shit.
Why the fuck is there so much drama in music, bro?
I know, right?
Like, even in the underground, like, especially in the underground, motherfuckers don't want to see other people shine. But like even in mainstream, like from back in the fucking early '80s with NWA and fucking Eazy-E,
Yep.
Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, like there's always been drama.
Yep.
But
And Suge Knight.
back then, motherfuckers would actually get killed though.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish that they would bring back the '90s a little bit
Yeah, I
so
know,
I can
right?
handle some business.
Because prime example, Eazy-E, he stood on business. If he, he really wanted to kill Suge Knight.
I think
he got talked out of it.
I think Suge killed him though.
I do too, because when he was on that talk show, he was talking about that guy's this new thing. We take this syringe, and a person that has AIDS, you just take this syringe, take their blood, and inject someone else with it.
Yeah.
Easy peasy assassination.
Yeah, and he said that's what happened to Easy. And here's the thing though, Easy's wife didn't have it.
Yep.
His kids weren't born with it. You know what I mean? So like, I do think Suge had something to do with that, but I wasn't there. I don't know. You know
Exactly. All this speculation.
It's all speculation. I don't want to give disinformation, but I'll tell you what. I was moshing at the show at the 6 Feet Under show, and some dude he elbowed me in my rib, right? And it was a little bony motherfucker.
Yeah.
I thought a motherfucker stabbed me, bro.
Oh shit.
I thought a motherfucker stabbed me with a needle, because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because so many people were saying, if you go to this show, we're gonna come kill you. I'm like, okay, fucking come kill me. I'm not gonna fucking hide in my house. So I went to the show and I got into the pit, and I thought somebody actually had the balls to come and stab me with a needle, but they didn't. It was just moshing.
Exactly.
but
that's the thing. They made you think that you were going to get killed. So that touch with the elbow made you believe, oh shit, they actually really did do what they said they would come to do.
And see, that's the thing though. I'm actually from a place, and I was talking to my wife about this, because I was telling her, I have a PTSD thing, man. I've got real bad PTSD. I've been around killers. I've been in places where motherfuckers are really killers. And when somebody tells me that they're gonna kill me, I take that shit serious, because I come from a place where if you say that, you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody should be even doing that shit. You're in society. You're in a free fucking world right here. You shouldn't be doing that to people, because you have no idea about the person that you're fucking with. And I'm not a badass by any means. I'm not saying that. I've had my ass handed to me plenty of times. But if you threaten me and I'm scared of you, I'm going to kill you, homie. Exactly. I don't fight. I'm going to fucking stab you. And I'm going to hurt you. And I'll probably end up back in prison.
Yep.
And again, I don't want that. Exactly. But I have PTSD. So if you threaten to kill me and I get scared, I'm going to fuck you off.
And for those that don't know what PTSD is, it's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, and I'm not threatening nobody right now. I'm just saying, You need to know who you're dealing with before you start coming at people crazy.
And people always think that it's just soldiers that get that. PTSD can happen to anyone, no matter what. If you're inside a situation where your mental state cannot handle it, you're going to have PTSD. And it'll be triggered when you least expect it by something that's innocent. You can even hear a word that you've heard before and it triggers it. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, no, people think I'm crazy or something, and then they misunderstand me a lot, because, like I said, I give a personality online. I give some parts of who I am as well, But and then other people, they want to take those things that they see and try and villainize me. And I'm really not, bro. I'm really a chill motherfucker until I'm pushed beyond a point. And I used to blow up online
Yeah.
a lot because I didn't understand that. I just got out of prison and people were coming at me stupid. So I'd blow up a lot. So people kept trolling. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
They kept trolling because I was an easy target so they could make me look like I'm fucking insane. And once I realized that that's what they were doing, I was like, you know what? I ain't playing this game no more, bro. Fuck you. Like,
Exactly.
I could do without this. You know?
Because trolling culture has been around since the internet started.
Yeah, I was in prison when all that shit, fucking MySpace and all that other shit. I was in prison from 2000 to 2016.
You want to know what the very first trolling incident is?
What?
It's before the internet was even something big. It was the Max Headroom incident.
The what?
The Max Headroom incident. It took place back inside the late 80s. There's a guy, it hijacked a Doctor Who broadcast. Instead of Doctor Who happening, you had this guy wearing a Max Headroom mask. His voice distorted. And he was doing these crazy things. At one point, bearing his ass to the world too. And it was playing, and it was the original trolling incident because they couldn't figure out who was the one behind the mask, who was the one that did it. Someone hijacked the actual broadcast, and it also hijacked the newscast too, just so that they could show that off. That was the original troll job right there.
Shit's crazy. I think that this whole internet thing, because again, like, all of this came out while I was in prison. When I went into prison, we still had payphones.
Yep.
And the only people who had cell phones were doctors, lawyers, judges, probation officers, and some drug dealers. The really moving weight drug dealers had these big brick fucking phones. I get out and there's these phones and there's all kinds of social media, and for the first like few months, man, like I used a flip phone and I was fine with that. But then once I started learning social media and I got on here, I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. There's a lot of mentally fucking ill people with a way to fucking reach out to people now, and that's just not good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Social media is good, but it's a fucking double-edged sword, man. Some of these people should have to go through some classes. You should have to fucking pass a psychological evaluation to be using this shit.
Exactly. You see right there in 1987 is where that trolling incident happened. That's before the internet even became a thing and smartphones were even an invention.
Can they see this right here?
Nope, they can't, but we can. See, that's Doctor Who that's playing right there. While it's playing, you're about to see an interjection start happening right there.
Shit. That does.
The guy's wearing a mask and he's got his voice distorted. He's laughing. He's talking a lot of weird shit too. He just said fucking liberal. He's saying, "Oh Jesus." The guy was literally wearing that mask because that was based on the old Max Headroom show that used to happen. He's wearing this mask. He's doing crazy shit, and behind him he's got this thing moving just so it looks some more distorted, much like Max Headroom's actually show. And he said, "Your love is fading." He's basically taking shots at the American people, humming to the tune to Clutch Cargo.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yes.
Like,
and this actually happened live TV. They couldn't shut it down. They had to shut down this first part. And it came back again this time for the newscast that was happening. Like, he wasn't done here. This was just the beginning of that night. It's just the beginning of his troll job.
So this shit's been going on since fucking... Damn, bro. Like, I don't know what happened to the world.
I know, right?
I mean, we used to have honor and integrity, or at least people had the illusion that was sold, and they... I don't know, man. Fucking... I was told to be honorable, to have integrity, and I may not be a perfect human being, but I'll tell you what, man, the way the world is right now, it really fucking breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It really does.
Because there's nothing but hate everywhere you go. Because there's always someone instilling that hatred. Or there's people that's trying to do fear tactics that make that hate continue to foster.
And then when you get someone who tries to speak common sense, you know what I mean? They're the fucking devil.
Yep.
When you get somebody saying, hey, be kind to each other. I found a meme the other day that and I posted on my page because I said be kind to each other. You know, be decent to each other. And It says on the meme, it says, "What did he say that got everybody so upset?" And then the other guy says, "Be kind to each other." And the other guy says, "Oh shit, that'll do it." Like,
Yeah.
you know. And then I'm not a Christian or anything, but I was thinking to myself one day, I was like, they didn't listen to Jesus. What makes you think they're gonna fucking listen to you?
Exactly.
Hey, people been singing and screaming about shit being wrong since like the 60s.
What's up,
bro.
Ace Carmichael? Yeah, people's been screaming about it since the 60s, maybe longer than that, 50s, probably even 1800s. Because, think about it, we may not have lived long enough, but we probably had many people from the 1800s, the 1700s that had issues with the government back then. And it's been going and going and going, and there's been people that's been saying, be kind, and they always get shut down as well. John Lennon was talking about peace and all that.
Yeah.
And no one was listening.
No one ever does, bro. And they don't until it starts to affect them. But here's the one thing that I will say. Throughout history, it's always only affected a certain group of people. But now, because they could get away with it with only a specific certain group of people,
Yeah.
now it's going to start affecting a lot of other people other than just that group of people. And people cannot believe what I'm saying right now, but just wait. Just wait a few years or maybe not even that long before the shit starts to fall in your backyard, and then you're going to care.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it can happen.
Oh, absolutely.
And they just don't realize it. Because that's how they do it. They make sure the fearmonger, as it's called, because they want you to be in fear constantly.
Yeah.
And that's basically how the world works. Nobody understands. The government needs to manipulate you. And there's people that are easily manipulated. All they got to do is say a few things, make you believe that they have your best interests, and then before you know it, the news is now telling you, you should go to war, you should hate this person, you should hate that person. The people's trying to take your rights, you should hate that person.
I hate everybody.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
You gotta hate them all equally. But
I mean,
you gotta be kind to your fellow man.
I really don't hate everybody. I just hate the hater. I hate the villains. I hate the ones who are victimizing people. I hate those types of people. I direct my hatred in the right place. And I don't even hate the people who fuck with me, bro. I'm a very forgiving person. Unless you cross a line.
Damn
you know
straight.
what I mean? When you cross that line, it's just done and it's over.
That's exactly how me and Andy feel.
You know,
If you cross the line, then you're going to get it.
talking about my dead mom, that's
That
crossing
is
the line,
crossing the
bro.
line.
Talking about my kid, trying to get my kid taken from me.
Not to mention that doxing gets you.
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah.
your kid involved.
Absolutely. You know doxing's illegal, right? We
Exactly.
did say that, right?
Yes, it is.
I should have brought the police report so I could quote the law it is, but it's US 9 something. I can't remember.
because it's false stuff, and also it's doxing your entire information to the internet.
Not just that though. It's also putting my life in danger.
Yep.
Okay.
And your kid.
It's putting my whole family's life in
Yep.
danger. They're causing us to have to move. Really, they are. They're causing us to have to move. So when I do sue them, I'm going to sue them for the amount of money it cost us to buy our new house.
Exactly. I mean, they
know what I'm
deserve
saying?
it because how can you hate so much that you feel need to dox a man and his entire family?
For something I said 5 years ago.
Like 5 years ago.
5 fucking years ago.
We're right now in 2025. It's been 5 years. Let this motherfucking shit go. But of course they won't, because you know why? Because haters feed off hate.
But see, I'm not even mad about it, bro. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I'm not even. They wanted me to get angry and
Yep.
go blow a gasket online and make myself look stupid.
That's exactly what they want. They want you to not only blow a gasket online, they want you to be constantly pissed off. But they're not getting what they want. and that's eating at them as well.
I mean, I wrote another song. Thanks for the ammunition that I needed to write that song.
Which is how music's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, think about back then, diss tracks were supposed to just be you guys letting your hatred out inside music form, not constantly going at each other for real. Now, I think that the guy and his people need to understand they've given you the ammunition to write more songs, because you're not taking your anger out on the online. You take your anger out in music form.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the best part.
And like I said, man, at the end of the day, this dude said, all right, we ain't got to fuck with each other, but we'll be peaceful. We'll be cordial. Cool. Because I didn't come to him for peace because I needed him.
Yeah.
I came to him for peace to just let it go. You know what I'm saying? But we already said it. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Every time I come out with something new, this motherfucker has some weird shit to say. Like,
exactly.
I'm a stalker. I'm the one stalking. Okay.
Apparently
okay.
you are.
Like,
stalking by making your music.
You weren't even a thought in my fucking mind until you made yourself prevalent in my life, talking shit about my kid, talking shit about my dead mom, and telling everybody like I'm an evil human being. Yeah, well, I run a company too. I run Self-Made Records LLC, and I work for a lot of bands. So when they go online telling people I'm a con artist, that I don't do anything for my bands and I rip them off, that makes my business look bad.
Exactly.
You know, I ain't said that shit about their business. In fact, one of the bands that I was talking to work with told me that they were working with that company. I said, oh yeah, cool. If you got them, you don't need me. Like, I fucking talked good about them and sent people to them, even though there's a beef, bro. Like, I don't have a beef. They have a beef. And now that they have a beef, they've put it to a point where I have to address it. You know what I'm saying? I have to address it, and I have to do it legally.
Yeah.
So
it's a one-sided beef.
It is a one-sided beef. But if this dude came at me and said, beef squashed, I'll make sure him and his wife don't go to jail, and I'll drop those charges. But as it stands right now, be ready, homeboy, because the paperwork's been filed. Anyway,
exactly.
That's all I got to say.
Exactly. And your new album's making good traction.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about the new album. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The new album, man, Make Assassinations Great Again. It is on all streaming platforms right now. We do have some physical copies left on CD and vinyl record. We've got plenty of merch as far as shirts go on our website. All you got to do is go to my page and you can find all that, unless you want to.
I've got one of his shirts.
That's the one that says "fuck the left wing, fuck the right wing, and everything in between." This one is the one that got me in trouble right here.
Yep, but disclaimer: he's not telling y'all to go out and commit atrocities.
Yes, disclaimer: this is for entertainment purposes only, and I do not want anybody to go hurt anybody. That is not the premises of the album. The album is just to show people how fucked up our world is right now, that two people thought that the best course of action was to shoot a man. They missed, but still, you know, that's what the song was written about. And, you know, take it for what you want, man. I do music that is meant to slap you in the fucking face, and you're not supposed to like what I have to say. But I do hope you like the music. As far as what I'm saying, nobody should like what I say, because I don't even like it. I shouldn't have to be saying it.
Exactly. And it's freedom of speech anyways.
Yeah.
They can't really say anything bad about what your album's about, because your album is artistic purposes. You're not telling someone, hey, go commit this atrocity, go assassinate this man. You're saying, I'm going to tell the people what they need to hear, because the news ain't going to tell them nothing that they want to hear.
No, I'm just reporting.
And there's the government.
Yeah, I'm just reporting on what I see, man.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I will say this. I've spent a very long time in prison. I grew up in institutions. Now, I'm not saying that for sympathy, and I'm not saying that because it makes me a badass, but I am going to say I don't want to go back, okay? So if I was some psychotic, deranged motherfucker, I sure as hell wouldn't broadcast it with an album saying that I'm going to do this and then go do something stupid. That's the dumbest fucking thing anybody could do.
Exactly. Imagine if John Wilkes Booth did that.
He wouldn't have succeeded.
Nope.
But, you know, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's entertainment, not a dick. Stop taking it so hard.
Exactly. I don't understand why you have to even express that as entertainment. I mean, music has always been entertainment.
Well, I'll tell you why, and I understand why. It's because a lot of people have a misconception of me, and they hate me, and they don't even know why they hate me. You know what I mean? They just hate me because somebody else told them to. It's like the same thing with the kid who grows up being racist. It was instilled to him, and he believed it. Well, these people... some of these people online aren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
That's true.
So somebody can come along and say something, and they can show some screenshots of some shit I said 5 years ago and make it look like it's been like I just said it yesterday. You know what I mean?
And all they gotta do is erase the date.
Like at the end of the day, if you're gonna hate me for a good fucking reason. Hate me for your own reason. If I pissed you off and offended you, then hate me by all means. If you want to beat my ass, I will fight you, okay? Not that I want to, but I will do you the honor of showing up with no weapons, and we can duke it out like men. And after we're done, we can shake hands or we can part ways. I got no issue with that.
Like real men supposed to do.
That's exactly the way it's supposed to be done. That's how I grew up. And that's just what it is. Do I want problems? No, I don't want none, but I ain't no bitch either, so don't think you're gonna back me down.
Like, back then, people settled their beef with their fists. Now, the internet's made too comfortable for people to run them out on the keyboards, or they bring guns to a fist fight. Men used to settle their beefs with these.
Shit.
And if it was done, or if you got your ass beat, or they got their ass beat, y'all still end up shaking hands.
Most of my friends growing up, I fought with before we were even friends. We hated each other before we were friends. But once we fought, it was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Now, there's some people that I fought with and we never spoke again. But that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you get your ass handed to you, or you hand somebody their ass.
Exactly.
But there's a certain amount of respect there that you can respect somebody for standing up. Now, you bring a gun to a fist fight, or you try and fucking stab somebody at a fist fight, that's not honor. That's not integrity. And I grew up being taught honor and integrity.
Yep.
You know, my mom was an old lady for the HA. I'm not a part of the HA. I don't want anybody thinking that I'm saying I am, because I'm not. Never been a part of that. But I grew up around these motherfuckers, so I know how to conduct myself. And there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Doing this shit online, that's not the right way, homie.
Exactly. And I will never understand why there's pussies that bring knives and guns to a fist fight. But then again, in today's era, it's been made comfortable for them. But I miss when you could fist fight each other and you either shook hands or you parted ways then and there.
I just think that a lot of these cats have been born in a sissified generation.
Yes.
And a lot of these cats should probably start out life in prison. Just go to prison for 6 months on the highest level yard and run your fucking cock holster. I promise you that 6 months is gonna feel like 6 fucking years if you go in there acting like you do out here.
It will. Because prison's a whole lot different from out here. Because my dad and several of my family members have been inside prison for many times.
You wouldn't think it. I want to explain this to the public who doesn't know really about prison and thinks that everybody in there is just a bad, evil person and it belongs there. Now, there are some of those people that should never see the light of day.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, when you go in there, there's a fucking code etiquette that you have to have. And there's respect. It's crazy that you would think that people who break the law and have no respect for anybody out here would go into prison and have an ethics, but they do. And if you don't follow that code of ethics, there, it's like breaking the law. There's consequences. Only these consequences vary depending on the severity of your trespass. You can either get your ass beat, you can get stabbed. It can be a stabbable offense, but not a killable offense. And then you got the KOS, which is kill on sight.
Yeah.
All right. Now, it all depends on what you do. But if they have to beat your ass more than 3 times for doing the same shit, they're probably going to stab you.
Yep.
It's just there's a way you talk to people. There's a way you handle things. Even if you don't like somebody, you gotta respect them. I don't like a lot of my enemies.
Yep.
But I will respect their intellect if they have intellect. I will respect their tactics if they're honorable tactics.
Yeah.
But this dishonorable bullshit going online and doxing me and putting my personal information out there that I never wanted anybody to know about me, you know what I mean? It's not anything bad. It's a way that I was born. It ain't none of anybody's business what's between my legs. It ain't none of anybody's business what my fucking name is. I am an entertainer, and I give you Erik fucking Leviathan, and
right.
That's who the fuck I am. I entertain people. Now, putting my personal shit out there online like that, that's
a dick move.
That's a dick move. Not just that, but it, like I said, it can also put my family in danger because I've had death threats. Now people know where I live. Now, if you put my family in danger and you come to my house, I have no choice but to act accordingly.
Exactly.
It's just all a bunch of bullshit, and I think that these people need to understand how severe what they've done is.
It reminds me of what happened this Sunday. We went to AMW, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. We were there. I'm filming. And Joe Monroe bumps me. I know it was on purpose because there ain't no way he didn't fucking notice a purple jacket and what I wear all the fucking time. He bumped me. He's like, oh, hey, Johnny. My first thing is to just look at him. I say, hey, back. Out of respect, because I'm trying to be professional. But in my head, I'm thinking, this motherfucker, if it had been any time else, I would have said something. I go up there and let Jane and them know this motherfucker bumped me. But now I find out that he was edging closer to them, trying to listen to what we're talking about, trying to watch what we're doing. That's a grade A fucking stalker. Like a fucking hater, too. Like, he's hating on us because we're successful. And I guess he's mad because we wouldn't put over his racist family member. Because it's pretty damning when a guy's wearing a giant afro, wearing a happy watermelon that's a big foam piece of watermelon, and a sign that says kill Whitey.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And me and Andy, we made a decision. No, we ain't putting him over. So we brought him on. We had him on. We put Joe over. Right? That was 2022.
Yeah.
And then immediately after that, just about a few months later, he contacts me and says, Johnny, I don't like the last few shows that y'all been having. And guess what? It was all of our black friends that was on that show. We had Kenny Cummings, Frank the Tank, C. Rowdy, Tony Wavy, Slap Mob, and so many more. I'm thinking to myself, those are the last few shows that we've had. What the fuck's he talking about? And then he tells me, I can't associate with y'all no more. They're telling me not to mess with y'all anymore. I'm like, okay, cool.
How many people have told you not to have me on your show?
I know, right? And then me and Andy just said, we ain't gonna have him back. We thought that we were cool after that moment when we were brought onto his show at TCW. Gets us on camera, apologized to us, yada, yada, yada. We thought we were cool after that. Fast forward to late 2023. And he sneakily brings me onto his show, supposedly for an interview. But then he says he's got COVID and pretends to be this guy named Dave. While he's inside comments, and he's the one that controls the fucking shit on his show. And it was all to get me with these fucking idiots that he's friends with, that were hating on women's wrestling. When I heard the first guy be like, "Oh, that I see them as a backbreak," my first thought is, "It's dumb, some bitch," because women's wrestling has been so much better.
Do you know how athletic these women are, bro?
Exactly.
I mean, there's some good men who do the wrestling shit, but I've seen them women really fucking do some gymnastic type shit, bro. You got to be talented.
And that's one of my issues I had with the guy. And when we were on there, before we go live, I'm telling him, I don't like how he thinks that women's wrestling is a piss break. Because this ain't fucking 1997 to 2015. We've got women like Charlotte Flair. We got women like Bianca Belair, Naomi. We got Jade Cargill. We got Tiffany Stratton, who can do a fucking moonsault so much better than most guys. And there's guys still like, "Oh, I still think they're a piss break." And he's saying some very, very disrespectful shit about women's wrestling. I'm like,
you know what I would have told him? I would have told him, my show wasn't made for you anyway, homie.
Exactly.
It's the same thing I tell people when they say, "Oh, your album sucks." Okay, it wasn't made for you, bruh. You know what I mean?
Because what they hate, it just shows that they're not willing to try and understand it. Because they just want to hate. And Jane had every right to say what she said, because Tuesday night, she let the cat out of the bag about what happened Sunday. And it's the truth. Like, we thought we were cool, and the motherfucker does all that. That's borderline stalker behavior.
Yeah, that's like a motherfucker coming to my house and shaking my hand and telling me he had no beef anymore. And when I shake your hand, it's over. Like, it's over. Like, whatever beef we had, it's done and over with.
Yeah.
New beginnings. But then you want to go online later and fucking burn some merchandise of mine that you had to pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's happened multiple times to a lot of people. Like, the hater just buys their merch to burn it live at their house.
You paid for it, bro.
Exactly.
I got your money.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't understand the stupidity of people.
A man that's in the heart.
Oh yeah, I love you, baby. If you still watching,
But you know,
that's my ride or die right there, bro.
Hell yeah, she is. But you know what I have to tell the people that's hating on you and stalking you? Let it go. It's been 5 fucking years. 2020.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, how boring is their life that they still hold on to this thing that happened 5 years ago?
And honestly, brother, I don't like talking to police. I don't want to go through all these charges, but again, it's already been filed. It's because I had to. I fucking had to do it because they're doing what they're doing, and it's ruining my business, and they've put my family in danger, and I need it to stop. And the only way they're going to stop is when they get served with these legal papers.
And it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you know,
in this situation.
It is, but at the same time, I don't want to do this. So just fucking be a fucking man. Know that I already fucking apologized to you, even though that I didn't fucking feel that I needed to, because you're the one who tried to rip me and my wife off. You were in the wrong, homie. I was wrong for telling you that I was going to get on a bus and go kick your fucking ass. Okay, cool. I apologize for that. I apologized for that for like fucking 5 years ago. Tell me you want peace and we can have peace, and I will not fucking let these charges go through.
Exactly.
Period. But if you keep your shit up, I'm going to take it to the max. I'm sending you to prison or jail, because it's not really a prisonable offense. Yep. But after you go to jail, then I have just cause to sue you in civil court, homie.
Yeah, that's right. I have no respect for someone that doxes a man that has a child.
My daughter's autistic, homie. You put my family in danger. If anything happens to my family, I got no fucks to give, and I'll throw it all away. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
And it's wrong that they brought your family into it anyways.
Yeah.
It shows how boring their life is. It shows how dumb fuckery they are.
I don't even know why they're fucking obsessed with me, bro. Like
5 years, man. 5 years.
5 fucking years of staring at my picture in your basement, fucking jacking off to
Hey,
it.
I guarantee that's what they've been doing.
Fucking.
And
I'm
anytime
gonna
that
get
you
this
do a new
motherfucker.
album,
Every time, bro. Every time.
I guarantee that the first thing they do is they jerk it to your picture, and then they be like, now I got in this man's entire existence. And then they go and they concoct their next scheme.
They're probably listening to my music while they jack off to my picture.
Exactly. They're giving you lots of hits while they're jerking off to it.
I don't want to see that, bro.
Me
I just
either,
saw that
man.
shit in my head.
Me either, man.
At the, but like he said, man, at the end of the day, this shit's been 5 fucking years, bro. Like, let it go.
Exactly, because it's been since 2020. That shit's long over.
I mean, our fallout did happen in like, I think it was 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
Because we started working together in 2019, actually. So it was somewhere around 2020, 2021 when we had the fallout. And like I said, man, it was over a festival, and my wife was paying for it, bro. So, like, them telling me what bands I could put on and what bands I couldn't put on and not giving me credit for anything, my wife pulled her funding.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's a business move. We didn't feel like we were going to get anything out of what we were doing.
Exactly.
So we pulled the funding. And ever since then, I've been the biggest piece of shit in the world. They tell motherfuckers that I'm a liar and I'm a con artist, and then they tell everybody that they should believe everything I say because I'm very dangerous. Which one is it? Am I dangerous or am I a fucking liar? And the dude that I stabbed, you didn't talk to him. That motherfucker's in prison, so quit lying to people.
Exactly.
I never said I killed this motherfucker. I said I severed his fucking penis,
Exactly.
which is the truth if you look up the police report. And if there's any question in anybody's mind about the lawsuit that I filed and that I won against the Arizona State by myself, and I'm only saying this so you know the intellect that I do have. I filed this lawsuit and I won by myself. Look up Scarlett versus Ryan, number 154202. Look that shit up online.
Exactly.
And you'll be able to see everything that I've done. So at the end of the day, I got no problem telling anybody who I am. I have nothing to hide. I'm a fucking musician, and I make music. People like it. Fucking shut up already. Just shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Especially since it's been 5 years.
Yes.
Like, at that point,
I hate that I even have to fucking talk about this 5-year-old fucking beef,
because
bro.
that's a lot of energy that you're having to expand on that.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm doing it right now on my page live is because there are people who are following here, just stalking my page because of this motherfucker. So I want people to hear my side of this fucking story because they keep reporting every fucking post that I make, which it gets my posts get submitted anyway, restored after they get taken down after I appeal it. But the point is like, just fucking stop.
Exactly.
Like, you're not doing anything.
I mean, how bored can you be to continue doing something just because you're mad about something that happened years ago?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't come to your festival. I wanted to, but I didn't. I threatened to, but I didn't. Exactly. Come on, bro. It was 5 fucking years ago.
Plus,
I
you
offended
apologized
you.
to him.
I did. I've tried to make peace with this motherfucker like 3 or 4 different times, and apparently it's not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, again, I don't need this dude.
Exactly.
I never needed him. I didn't want to make peace because I needed him to promote anything. I wanted to make peace because it was for the good of everybody. We both help the metal community.
Exactly.
Like, come
That's
on,
the
man.
most important thing.
We both do the same
community.
shit. I mean, I may do a little bit better than you, but, you know, whatever.
Exactly. Like, he's forgotten what it's been about, putting over the metal community.
Brother, I forgot his whole fucking name up until, like, fucking a few months ago. Like, I forgot these motherfuckers existed. A couple months ago, right after my album dropped, and after the Secret Service came to my house, they sent some broad in my inbox to buy a CD from me, right? And she said, I want to buy a CD from you. And I said, okay, cool. But I'll give you one for free because I've sold so many that I don't need your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she said, no, I want to pay for it. Let me pay for it. I said, okay, well, we use PayPal or Cash App because she was insistent on paying for it.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I want to send you a check. I'm like, I can't cash a check. And before she messaged me, I had just received death threats from some MAGA people over my album. Now, I don't know her political stance, and I don't know who she knows, but I do know that in order to send me a check, you have to have my full legal name and my address for me to be able to cash said check. So I said, nah, I'll just send you one for free.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I want to pay you for it again. So I said, you're making me, and this is exactly what I said too. I was polite as fuck. I said, I'm sorry, but you're making me uncomfortable right now trying to get my home address and my legal name. I don't know you, but I do know that MAGA people are sending me death threats right now, so I don't feel comfortable being your friend. I'm going to go ahead and block you. That's what I said. But does that sound like I was going crazy?
Nope.
Homegirl turns around and posts this in a group, and next thing you know, out of the woodwork come all these basement fucking dwellers, some which I thought were my friends, all right, talking shit about me, and then talking shit about my dead mother and my kid, and a bunch of, and that's where
crossing a fucking line.
And that's where this dude's wife just decided to throw all my information, my birth name, fucking that. Fucking, they think I'm transgender, whatever. I was born intersex, homie. There's a difference. And it doesn't matter what the fuck I am. At the end of the day, I'm just an entertainer, and that's a part of my makeup that's one part of my humanity, homie. And I never wanted anybody to know that part about me because I want people to focus on the music and my entertainment. Not whether or not I've got a dick or a pussy or if I have both. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's none of anybody's business. But them putting that shit out there online like that with so many bigoted, hateful people and places that I've been, you could be putting my life in danger and my family's life in danger and my kid's life in danger. And that wasn't fucking cool. That wasn't cool at all. You crossed the fucking line and you're going to pay for it.
Yep.
Legally. I ain't going to do nothing to you. I'm going to send the police to your house.
And the friends that were talking shit about your kid.
Yeah.
That's a low blow.
Yeah, some of these people I thought were my friends, bro. This one kid he bought a hat from me that said "Kill Your Local Pedophile" on it. But because I liked the dude, I went ahead and sent him, all he paid for was a hat. I sent him a record, a t-shirt, and a CD. That shit comes out of my pocket, but I don't really care about the money because, like, I have everything I need, homie. Like, I don't need an abundance of money. I live just fine. I sell records and I sell CDs, I sell shirts, but at the end of the day, for me, it's not necessarily about the money. It's about giving somebody something that they enjoy, and it's something that I created, so it makes me feel good that this motherfucker wanted it, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's a piece of my soul. These people are trying to touch my soul.
Exactly.
And they're trying to touch my soul in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But fuck these people, bro.
Exactly. And they're pieces of shit for even talking shit about a kid with autism.
Yeah, you talk shit about my kid, bro. Like, my kid is my fucking world.
Exactly.
I will die for that little girl.
Exactly.
You don't understand.
Exactly, because that's a parent's job. Their kid comes before anything else. They're talking shit about your pride and joy because they're pieces of shit.
And here's another funny thing, bro. They keep trying to kick me out of the industry. They keep trying to get me kicked out of Facebook. If y'all would have just shut the fuck up, y'all would have been done with me. After this album, I was just going to quit.
Exactly.
Like, after this album, because I reached my potential, bro. I set out to do something. I did it. It got covered in Loudwire, Metal Injection, and Metal Sucks, and quite a few other big magazines, and then some underground ones. So, like, I did what I wanted to. I may not be playing shows, but I did it, bro. I was just gonna call it quits and just write my book, which I plan on finishing my book, but they wouldn't have had anything to hear from me anymore.
Exactly.
But then they did this. So I'm the type of motherfucker, you want me gone? Nah, fuck you. I'm sticking around just to be a dick.
Exactly.
Now it's just to fucking make you see my name. And every time you hear my name, I hope you fucking cringe with fucking anger. And rip your fucking hair out in your basement. Looking at my pictures, listening to my fucking music, you fucking basement-dwelling piece of shit.
And they'll see your name once more enter magazines like Loudwire.
Here's what you need to do, homie. You need to make your neighbors hate you and put your speakers in your fucking windows and blast my shit as loud as you possibly fucking can.
Exactly.
That's what you need to do.
Exactly, because your haters are your biggest fans. I guarantee that for the last 5 years, after the whole falling out, he's the one that's been thinking about you. You didn't think about him. He's been thinking about you the whole time.
I haven't given a fuck, bro. Like, after I asked for peace, after I sent the last email saying, you know what?
Thank you, Yvette. She sent 50 stars. She sent 99 stars.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Yvette. Even though I don't get none of that, but but thank you. But yeah, no, after I sent the last email just trying to piece shit up, fucking didn't respond, I quit fucking thinking about him, bro. I just went on with my business, kept fucking doing what I do. There were occasions when certain bands would come and they would fucking say, well, we're with this band, we're with this company. I'm like, all right, cool, you know? And there were some times when I didn't have the connections that I have now, when a band would come to me and they would say, well, we're going this direction, and that was in the state that they were in.
Yeah.
I would direct people to them. I don't know if they actually hooked up with them or not, but I was like, yo, go here. He might be able to help you. Like, but I'm a bad guy. I'm an evil human being. I'm the biggest piece of shit on the planet. Like, you don't even really know me. You knew me when I was stoned, homie. Like, you've awoken a part of me that is not gonna rest until we are in court, or until you just fucking man up and say, okay, this is too much. Because trust me, bro, I'm a motherfucking force to be reckoned with. And everybody knows this.
Exactly. And they could have been dropped a long time ago if he would have fucking accepted the apology.
Like
that first time.
Isn't that what men do though? You, like, grown ass men say, I offend you.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm sorry, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. Or I fucked up, excuse me, I stepped on my dick. Sorry about that.
I forgive you.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Pussies don't forgive.
Nah, bro.
Like, you went to him man to man. You apologized to him, and instead of accepting an apology, he treated it like it was not good enough for him. That's not what a man does.
And honestly, I don't even really think I owed him that apology, because, again, the situation with the festival was fucked.
Wow.
But still, because I did react the way I reacted, which was very unprofessional, I apologized.
And you did the right thing, but he chose not to forgive and decided, oh, I'm going to hold on to this hate for the last 3 fucking years so I can finally come at you again.
Wait till I come out with the deluxe version of my album. Or wait till I come out with the album about my mom. You going to talk shit about her then, too? You know, and that's the thing. I need to reiterate this, man. My mom disappeared in 2002 while I was in prison. My family has been looking for her for 22 fucking years. My wife was trying to help me find my mom for several years. I've been with my wife for 8 years now. Suddenly we found her in a missing persons database where they had just uploaded her information into that, and my wife found it. So I called this place, and they told me that my mom was found dead in California, and she, on her way into the hospital, she had claimed that she had been assaulted. You know what I mean? Yeah. So my mom was missing for 22 fucking years, bro. And I've been looking for her ever since I got out of prison. And then when I found this information out, I went online and I asked some of the people that I thought were my friends, because I knew her ex-husband. He was a truck driver.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what happened to my mom. He wasn't answering me. So I got people who follow me to flood his inbox saying, we want to know what happened to Linda.
Yeah.
Now, when this whole thing fucking transpired, some of the people that I thought were my friends posted that shit in that group. And then all of a sudden, they're talking shit about my dead mother. You know what I mean? And, like, at the end of the day, fuck you, man. Like,
Yeah,
fuck you. Fuck you in your
bullshit.
fucking ass with fucking Lucille.
That's bullshit to go after someone's mom who's dead, and also to go after someone's kid as well.
And if you don't know what Lucille is, just watch The Walking Dead.
Exactly. Negan,
Yes.
because that was his favorite.
But yeah, you know, this is just, I feel like this is just all some fucking high school fucking bullshit.
Oh, it is. Trust me. It's high school bullshit dialed up to 100. Because not only have they not let go of something that happened 5 years ago, but they're all about wanting to keep it going.
Yeah, no, they don't want me to succeed, but they don't realize that no matter what they do, I've already succeeded.
Exactly.
Like, I've already done it.
They're giving you free publicity.
I don't
every
even
time.
need it, bro.
Exactly.
You know, I don't even need it. I already got it.
But in their head, they believe that they're the reason why you're succeeding. But the truth is, you were succeeding before they even started their bullshit.
That's why they started their bullshit.
Exactly.
Because they heard too much about me.
Exactly. And then your friends decide to show the true colors. I have no respect for anyone that talks shit about a dead mother or a man's child, because when you talk about someone's child, you might as well be talking shit about a man's livelihood, because that's their pride and joy. And not only that, but your child, your daughter, has autism. I do not have respect for anyone that talks shit about anyone with autism, because my cousin has autism, and so does several people that I've been friends with. Brandon Wolf, who's a wrestler, has autism, and he doesn't let that bother him. But when they talk shit about someone that has autism, it shows what a piece of shit they are and just how fucking stupid they fucking goddamn are.
And also, you're absolutely correct. Well, correct me if I'm wrong here. Isn't the metal community supposed to be one of the most accepting communities that there is, because we're all outcasts from different walks of life?
It is supposed to be.
Yet, I'm a bad guy because they all think I'm kind of crazy. Oh, I do have some mental health issues, man. I spent 16 years in fucking prison, bro. That doesn't make me a bad person, but shouldn't I still be able to be accepted?
You should be.
They say because they think I'm transgender or whatever, that, oh, I'm not going to be accepted because I didn't tell nobody fucking that I was born intersexed. Like, wait a second. This is a community of outcasts, and everybody gets a second chance except for me.
Exactly.
I step on my dick once or twice, and I offend some people, and I apologize, and I try to say, hey, let's be cool, but I don't get a second chance. Well, what's the difference there, brother?
It's bullshit. There is no difference, because they're supposed to be accepting no matter what you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. But that's the thing. These guys call themselves a metal community. They ain't
I
metal.
call them a bunch of fucking posers, if you ask me.
Exactly. Like, whenever I see someone that claims that they're metal and they don't accept anyone, I know they're a fucking poser, because all I gotta do is listen to me, and I'm like, this is a fucking poser, because you know what metal is. You know what metal sounds like. But if metal does not sound like metal, and the people that are supposed to be metal aren't accepting anyone, that's a poser.
Look, I made a post, and I said, if you are into metal or punk music and you support any part of the government, you're a fucking poser.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, a lot of people disagreed and hated me for that, but I'm a conversation starter. At the end of the day, metal music and punk music was meant to rebel against the establishment. You cannot be in a metal band or a punk band or like metal music or like punk music and support the fucking government. You can't.
Punk is all about anti-establishment.
Yes.
I think y'all should go back and listen to the Sex Pistols because a lot of their songs tell you exactly what punk is all about. And for anyone that tries to say that it's not been about politics, I beg to differ. Punk has always dabbled in politics.
They just don't want, I'm telling you, they don't want people telling people the truth. All right? And even if you don't believe in my truth, it's still my truth, okay? It's what I feel, it's what I see, and it's for other people who feel and believe the same way that I do. If you don't believe the way I do, that's fine. You're entitled to believe how you want to believe, but what you're not entitled to do is come fucking shove your shit down my throat and tell me that I'm wrong. Okay, because I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not out here telling you that you're fucking dumb because of your beliefs or that you're dumb because you voted for Trump and he lied to you. Okay? We're all lied to. Again, my problem has never been with people themselves because it's not your fault if you're lied to. It's not your fault if you believe in a lie. I've fell for lies many fucking times. Wasn't my fault. I was just dumb at the time. Fucking... At the end of the day, what I do is meant for people who believe like me. If you don't believe like me, cool. I don't care. Keep it fucking moving.
That's right. Like, y'all got such a problem. That's on y'all. They ain't on no one else. It's on y'all. Because it takes a lot of energy to hate.
It's too much fucking energy, bro.
Exactly.
I don't even know half of these motherfuckers that hate me, and I guarantee you they don't know me.
Exactly. They only know you because someone keeps on telling them you should hate this guy. That's literally all it is. You should hate this guy.
And quite honestly, keep hating me. I don't give a fuck.
Because it's just going to beef up your numbers. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. A hater is your biggest stand. Because they may think that they're getting at you by watching your stuff and listening to it. But honestly, they're just giving you publicity. They're giving you views. They're giving you the clicks. They're giving you all the love without even intending on it.
See, but here's the thing, brother. I don't care about any of that.
Damn straight.
You know what I don't. Like, I make music for people who like it. I've never been a numbers guy. I've never been a guy about how many records I can sell, although this album has sold a lot of records and has got a lot of views, and I am proud of that. But at the end of the day, if I still only had 150 people listening to me, I'd be happy with that. You know what I mean? Great. Like, it's not about that for me, but if they want to keep doing it, fucking keep doing it. I don't care if you hate me. I just want you to fucking have a reason to hate me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's got to be a reason, because if you're hating just to hate, that's a lot of fucking energy just to hate without actual reason. Think about that.
Like, learn to think for yourself, man. I'll tell you what, anybody who hates me can message me anytime and have a fucking civil conversation with me and figure out why they hate me. And if you still hate me after you talk to me, cool, whatever. I'm not here to fucking change your mind. I'm just fucking saying, if you fucking hate somebody for somebody else's cause, you're a fucking idiot, bro.
That's right.
Hate for your own cause. Believe in your own cause. Think with your own fucking head. Exactly. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Plus, if they had just conversed with you to begin with, that would have been respectful. Instead, they're letting someone else tell them, you should hate this guy. That's a sheep. Whereas I call them a poser, because they're claiming that they're metal fans, but they're letting someone say, you should hate this guy. A metal fan don't hate just for no reason. A metal fan needs a reason to actually hate. And think about that. They're telling someone to hate you. It means that you're doing way better than them, because all the friends that you had that were posers, they just showed you their true colors. It ain't no skin on your back.
Not really, bro.
Exactly.
I got everything I need in life. I've got a beautiful wife who doesn't cheat on me. I've got a beautiful daughter that loves the shit out of me, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
and I've got my music. I've got my own studio. I've got people who listen to my music and like what I do. I get messages from my fans all the time, and I call them family, you know, because I don't really like calling people fans, but you know, it's what people understand. So I get messages from them, and I talk to them daily, and people tell me how much they like my music. The new album is really good, but they also talk about some of my older stuff, like Kill Your Local Pedophile.
Yep.
I get people who talk to me about personal things in their life. I'm not going to mention who they are or what they talk about, but I'm just saying that people have felt comfortable enough to confide in me things that they have overcome and things that my music helps them through. And that right there is why I do this, because so much music through my life helped me through some very fucking traumatic situations. Now that I've done that for somebody else, that's a beautiful fucking feeling, bro, to be able to help somebody else get through their shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's actually very good when you feel like that, because music does help people. Like, I listen to metal, rock, rap, country, alternative punk, and other things. They all make you feel something.
Oh yeah, there's a song for everything, bro.
Exactly.
And I like rap. I like some rap. There's some that I can't stand.
Yeah, there's some that is not good.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I like old school Eazy-E. I like NWA before they fucking.
I love old school Eazy-E when he's telling a guy, bring your head down there, and he puts spits up and he says, say something else, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth down your joke.
And Eminem, bro. I love Eminem because I'll tell you what, he's a huge inspiration on a lot of shit. Now, I know he gets bagged on all the time because he had some shit out in his early times where people were like, what the fuck? But you got to understand, that dude was picked on. He was beat on. He had a fucked up childhood. I kind of identify with that. I can relate to that because I grew up the same way, kind of. Not in the exact same situations. But one of my favorite lines from him is in that movie 8 Mile. We were just talking about this, where he went up on stage and he told everybody everything in a rap that this dude was gonna say about him, and then he just said, tell these people something that they don't know about. And then
Papa Doc could only say, yo.
Yeah, he choked,
yo.
bro. So, like, at the end of the day, that's kind of what I did when they came out and said, oh, well, his name is Katrina Loves Scarlet, and he was born this, and this, that, and the other. Okay, cool, that is my name. But don't let the name fool you. Come at me in a fucked up way in real life. I will still stab you in your fucking face if I'm threatened. If my life is in danger. Don't let the name fool you, homie.
Exactly.
But still, you know, you tell all these people everything that they didn't know, and I embraced that shit. You didn't fucking destroy me. What you did is you liberated me, homeboy.
That's right. And it's like Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people were talking about Halftime Show was shit. It wasn't, because Kendrick Lamar had a message behind that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Uncle Sam, a.k.a. Samuel L. Jackson, and him saying, do what the Americans want you to do. That's right. Don't make it too ghetto. And he basically was giving a message, and nobody that I've been seeing has caught it, except for the ones that actually paid attention.
Nobody likes somebody who's got something truthful to say. Since day one that I stepped into music, my music has always had a movement. You know what I mean? To tell the truth, to tell the world how I see it. And since day one, everyone, you can't talk like that. You'll get canceled. Motherfucker, you can't cancel me.
You're damn straight. There's no such thing as cancel culture. No, trust me.
Let me tell you why. And for all the bands out there that are afraid of getting canceled to speak their truth, because I know that there are some bands who want to do what they want to do what I've done, but they're scared of cancel culture. Listen, if you've got fans who listen to your shit, and you know how to promote yourself, even if you don't, I will promote anybody because, well, not anybody, but if you've got something to say and it's fucking edgy, I'll promote it. All you need is somebody who knows what they're doing to work for you, and you need a fan base. If you have a fan base that loves what you have to say, you can't be canceled. Trust me, if they could cancel me, they would. But they can't because I own the publishing. I have a fan base. My music is up on every streaming platform, and they can't take it down. You can't cancel. You can't get canceled.
Prime example, Eminem. How many times has this motherfucker been told he's going to get canceled?
Oh, yeah. Marilyn
1,000
Manson. Bro.
times.
Marilyn Manson. They tried to cancel him.
And you know what? Eminem did the gangsterest move there is. He brought Marilyn Manson into the music video for The Way I Am.
Yes.
And brought up how they were trying to cancel him just because of Columbine Massacre bullshit.
Yeah, they were trying to blame him for that.
Exactly.
Even after this whole fucking thing with his ex, Evan Rachel fucking whatever the fuck her name is. I don't fucking know who she is. I don't care. That's how relevant she is. But after that, he came back with one of the best albums he's made in fucking years, bro.
Yep.
That one, Assassination Under God, I listened to that motherfucker and I was like, yes, yes. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
He took a break. He put it into his music. That's what you do.
Exactly. That's what Eminem does anytime he does music. He takes the rage that he's feeling and he lets his pen guide his hand.
Yeah, you know, I can't rap. I've tried. You know, you've heard the one rap, and I was like, all right, well, that's probably the only rap song I'll ever release.
And rap is very hard because you not only got to rap it, you got to know how to rhyme it. You got to know how to write it down, too.
I can rhyme. I can write raps. But when it comes to actually rap, I'm more of a death metal guy. I can scream and I can growl it and I can put the syllables where they need to be.
Yeah.
But with my regular voice just rapping and saying shit, I've tried it. It just doesn't work for me. I don't get the same fucking that I get with that right there feels like I'm putting my soul into it. Me just talking, I feel like I don't like it. You know? But Eminem's a bad motherfucker, bro.
Oh, he is. Because this man used comic books to help him when he was going through bullied times. Yeah. Like, superhero comics helped him not only get through times, but they also helped him learn as well. This man puts to paper what no other rapper can. Because people want to talk shit, but not only is he rapping, he's flowing it, he's writing it down. He's bringing up words that you've never heard inside the dictionary or vocabulary. And he's making them sound flawless. Like he just...
And the way he pronounces, the way he enunciates them as well. Because, like, you can say orange or you can say orange.
Yes.
Porridge. You know?
Yeah, like he said.
Yeah.
Because he came out and he told you everything you didn't know about how to learn how to rap. He tells you could either rap basically... or you could find a way to get creative with it.
Yeah, you gotta
which is what he does.
You gotta bend your syllables and bend your words specific ways. So I don't know, man. I can't rap like that. I'm just going by what I seen with him. And my lyrics, I'm a lyricist. Some people say that my lyrics are really good. You know what I mean? But when it comes to rapping them, I don't think that's my thing. You know what I mean?
Or what about Eazy when he rapped? One of my favorite songs is from the NWA, Boys in the Hood.
You know, Ice Cube wrote that, right?
Yep, but it was Eazy that rapped it so good because it wouldn't have worked if it was Ice Cube. It sounds more raw and real thanks to Eazy.
Oh yeah,
him saying jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes, or him talk about giving the dad a right cross or left cross as it was. You feel it. You feel like he's honestly telling you.
You believe what he's saying. You know
exactly.
What I mean? And that's the whole point. When you're doing music, you got to do what you feel, right? And for me, like if I was to take my lyrics and do another rap song, I mean, I like the one that I released. I think it's okay. It's not really fucking anything that's going to captivate anybody's attention. But that's because I feel it more when I'm screaming and growling. Yeah. You actually believe you believe that I believe what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If I'm rapping, you're not going to believe me because I'm not going to be able to feel it the same way.
Exactly.
Now, when I listen to Eminem, I believe what he's saying. except for in some of his other weird shits. There's some songs that are
Yeah.
duds, you know what I mean? But
And those ones are when he's trolling.
yeah. But when he's angry and fucking pissed off and he's letting that shit out, I believe that he feels what he went through.
One of my favorite songs from him was Kim. Because throughout the song, that's all it is all rage, and he's just expressing how he feels in that moment. Where he's got this whole situation where he kills Kim and kills her cheating guy that she's cheating with, and kills the kid as well with the throat slit. And then it transitions to 97 Bonnie and Clyde, where his daughter, Haley, is his Bonnie, and they're taking Kim's body and putting it inside a trunk and taking her out to the ocean. You feel that because that's him letting his emotions guide his hand. That entire, both songs were fucking A+. Because Eminem, he has the ability to make you feel it. That's something that not a lot of rappers can do. Like, I've listened to rap a long time. Whenever I listen to Eminem, I feel like he means every fucking word that he says. But when I hear something that comes on nowadays, where rappers talking about, oh, I got drugs, I got my money and all that, I'm like,
I don't give a fuck about your gold chains. I don't give a fuck about your Benz or whatever fucking car you think is the fly car right now. I can't relate to none of that shit. I can relate to growing up fucked up. I can relate to struggling. I can relate to pretty much everything that anybody else out there who wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth is going through right now. And at the end of the day, I do have one more thing to say regarding everybody else that's fucking with me. Unless you come to take my life, there ain't a goddamn thing you can do to me that ain't already been done before. So unless you're willing to take that extra step, just shut the fuck up already.
Exactly, because the world would be a whole lot better if y'all just stop trying to hate and stop trying to cause bullshit.
Just quit, bro.
Exactly, because it takes too much energy to hate. It takes too much energy to fucking do what y'all be doing. And before we even go, I also like to say Run DMC didn't need to rap about doing drugs, gold chains, and all that.
Nah.
And they even had a great song in It's Tricky with Penn and Teller, the magicians.
Didn't they just use that in... There was this fucking TV show that me and my wife were watching, and there's some cheerleaders or some... I can't remember the fucking name of the show, but they really ruined that song.
Oh, damn.
It's tricky. It's tricky. That's
no. That might have been Bring It On.
No, it wasn't Bring It On. It's a recent one. I remember Bring It On. That had Elijah Dushku in it, and
yeah.
I had a huge crush on
I still do.
I just seen her in another fucking show. What the fuck was the name of that show?
She's had some good shows since leaving Buffy.
You know, my wife likes Buffy. I never got into Buffy. I got into Angel and Charmed.
Yeah, Angel was infinitely better than Buffy. Because I'm a big fan of the movie version. Because Chris Swanson was hot. But also, you had that Count. He was funny as hell. You had Pee Wee Herman going, and kept getting back up every time you thought they'd be dead while the Count's talking to the Count's like, you gonna die already? And then they had an extended scene at the end where he's still alive, just going, and that's all ad-lib, because that was inside the script. But they loved it so much that they kept it into the movie. Cause it worked. The guy, the Count, was literally just staring at him, playing that violin, and he just keeps on going, and Buffy can't even talk. I like the movie compared to TV show, because TV show, it kind of wanted to be serious, but it also wanted to be comedy. And every time I watched it, I was like, I can't watch this, because it did resonate with me. But Angel had Angel in he's a very powerful soul. But if he has no soul, then he becomes Angelus, which is the more evil version of himself.
Yeah.
And Spike. Him and Spike all had more chemistry inside the show than they did inside the Buffy show.
Well, yeah, Spike was in Buffy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was also inside Angel.
Yeah.
And him and Angel was the highlights of the show because they'd always fight with each other. Sometimes it'd be brotherhood, sometimes it just because Spike's a dick. But my favorite part is when Angel was a puppet and Spike can't help himself but keep on laughing and bringing up. Angel keeps telling him, "Don't call me a fucking puppet no more." And then Spike's like, "Oh, because you're a puppet." And then he's like, "Yeah!" Bites him, and then they go to the elevator.
You want to know who a puppet is?
Who?
Donald Trump.
Yep.
He's Elon's puppet.
Elon's a puppet as well. Oh,
They're
also,
all puppets, bro.
yes, they are. They're all Muppets. And with that, it's actually been 1 hour and
All
49
right.
minutes.
Well, I hope we got our point across. Eat, sleep, and breathe metal, motherfuckers. And to all the haters, have a good fucking night. I love you all too, bro.
That's right. And if you're not having fun, you ain't getting none. Damn,
some when I go
Skippy,
home
because
tonight.
you're all haters.
Nice guy. And